Welcome to another episode of The Cynical Writer. Is self-publishing for failures? Now, obviously, since I self-publish myself, I'm going to say no. There's still this stigma that if someone self-publishes, it's because they couldn't get traditionally published. But of course, that isn't always the case. Frankly, I don't even try to get traditionally published anymore. I think that self-publishing gives me more freedom than I otherwise would have, and I think that's very beneficial to me. I think that there's this notion that a lot of people who have been traditionally published have, that if someone self-publishes, they're looking for approval from, people on the internet or certain readers or audience members, but I could just as easily turn that around on them. People who seek traditional publishing, very often they want the approval of publishers. They want someone from a professional background to say to them, your work is good. And if they don't get that approval, they feel very insecure. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that everyone who traditionally publishes is like this. But people who are traditionally published, who look down on self-published authors, I do think that is the case. Many of them have this idea that unless they can get approval from a industry professional, that means they're not really published. But of course, that's completely ridiculous. Most industry professionals, after all, they're not looking for quality. What they want more than anything else, is a book that will sell, a book that will make them as much money as possible. They're not looking for quality. They're just looking to sell as many copies as possible. And that's something that many traditionally published authors don't realize. And that's why self-published authors value control over their work, because control is the most important thing that an author can have, because otherwise their work really isn't theirs. It's someone else's. So I hope you enjoyed my speech for today. You can check out my work in the description section. And until next time, goodbye.